Hey guys, Julie here from Julie Aaron Designs, and today I'm sharing with you another tutorial on how I clean up my hand-drawn line art that I draw in my sketchbook, and I'm going to show you how to do this using Photoshop and Illustrator. So I just have this little selection of doodles here that I drew in my sketchbook, and I scanned it into Photoshop. And I selected the black and white option, which is really helpful for this kind of thing. So it scans it as a bitmap. So the first thing you're going to have to do is go into image mode and select RGB color, because it will be a bitmap and you'll need it to be RGB color to do this process. So, okay, from here, I like to just unlock this background layer. And we're just going to sort of bump up the contrast here a little bit. And okay, so we're going to go to select color range. And we're going to select the black color, and it's the opposite here. So the white part is what we've selected here. And fuzziness, I have it all the way at the fullest amount that you can have. So hit OK. And we're going to go into layer, new layer. Now edit, fill, and make sure you're using foreground color here and that your foreground color here is black. So hit OK. And then as you can see, we now have separated the black drawings from the white background. So we can even just get rid of that old layer there. And now I just like to make a white background so we can see what we're working with. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. So here, sometimes I just like to duplicate the layer a couple of times just to make that black outline nice and thick so it's ready to go into Illustrator. So okay, we're going to now go ahead and save this as a Photoshop file. And I'm just going to call it Food Doodles. I know the flower isn't really food, but whatever. So now we're going to open Illustrator and open our Photoshop file. Okay. So we're just going to make it a bit bigger here. Okay, so from here, we're going to use this image trace option. So if you don't have this window open, you go to Window, Image Trace, and it'll bring up this little box of options here. So we're going to go with the black and white option, default preset. It's just really quick and easy for this type of thing. So if you hit that, you can see it's already doing stuff and it's already smoothed it out there. But what I like to do is go into Advanced and hit Ignore White, because I don't want to deal with the white background. I just want to have it ready, nice and separated when I go back into Photoshop. So you can also play with these adjustments here and make them, you know, higher or lower depending on your needs. You can make it more smooth, less smooth. Yeah, just whatever you need for your particular design. Yeah, so that's pretty much it here. Now we're going to hit File, Save As, and save it as an Adobe Illustrator file. So you might want to just fiddle with it in Illustrator, but I prefer to work in Photoshop because I'm more familiar with the tools and I just prefer it over Illustrator for some reason. So we're going to go back into Photoshop, and open up that Illustrator file. And then here under image size, I like to make sure that it's going to be really a large size, because I make art for like t-shirts and, you know, comforters, duvet covers, all the stuff that's like really big. So we want to have a really big image to play around with so that it looks really good when it's blown up on like a really big product. So I'm going to make it 10,000 pixels wide. So there you go. Now I have all my elements. I'm going to separate them out. I'm going to color them in. I'm going to play around with them to make different artwork. And yeah, that's my process of making art using drawings from my sketchbook. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing more tutorials and art related videos. I do a lot of drawings and mandala stuff like that. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any other video requests, make sure you leave it down there, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.